chosen ones, empaths, you may feel that things have gone wrong in your life. You know, you might feel like you've lost friends, you've been separated, you've spent periods of time alone, you know, and you feel like it's not a curse, but you feel like it's against you. Everything's going against you. But I want you to understand that you've been hidden. You're separate from the masses. You are a divine being of light. And the reason you've been separated is so you don't become like others. You see, if we spend long periods of time around associates or friends, we become like them. We become like them. And God or the universe has a better plan for us. You know, He wants to show us the truth, the real. And a lot of these old associates and old friends, they don't need to be on our radar. You see, God's taken them off our radar. He's taken them away from the vicinity. And there's a reason for that. You might have a couple of close friends you can count on one hand. I'm not denying that. But you feel like maybe you're not called to go to the parties, you're not called to go to the events, and people don't really check for you and stuff like that, right? And you're kind of left out. But it's because you're deep. And what I mean by you're deep is, right, is you think deep. You can handle deep conversations. Look at how we're talking now. It's a deep topic. You're here viewing the video, right? Other people are just up for everyday chitter-chatter, you know, small talk. But you want more than that. You want depth to conversation, to conversing with someone. You want some real depth. And this is why you've been hidden amongst the people. You've been hidden so you evolve and get molded to become your best version of yourself also. Because through solitude and spending time alone with the Most High, or being in tune with the universe, it really does mold you to become a strong, resilient character. And you don't need to worry about those parties that you wasn't invited to, or people don't check for you no more, because it shows their true nature. And you've got to understand one thing, right? When you're in a room full of people, or your presence is there around people, your spirit makes people uncomfortable. I'm talking about regular people. They don't even have to be narcissists or psychopaths or sociopaths. Just regular people, you know, narrow-minded people, right? They don't see beyond the horizon, right? They don't see. There's no depth to them. You make them uncomfortable with your talk, with your speech, with the way you see the world, with your view of the world. You make them uncomfortable, and this is why I made a video on this channel also about receiving funny looks, about people staring. People feel uncomfortable around your presence because you're a chosen one, because you're an empath. You are from a tribe of people, and luckily, collectively, we've found a community here on this channel and also the other channel of like-minded individuals. But you have to understand you've been hidden, and through this is God molding you and shaping you to become the best version of yourself. And I promise you that this solitude is only a brief period. It's only a brief period. It's not going to last forever. But it's going to lead to doors that open, where you do encounter people that are on your wavelength, that are on your frequency, that have got your mindset. Do you see what I mean? That's what this is what these quiet times are about. It's about us internalizing, channeling the energy, and understanding that these people that have been knocked off our radar, don't worry about them. You see what I mean? We might get phone calls from time to time from friends or associates, but realistically, a lot of the time we make them very uncomfortable. They feel bad in our presence. We make the light shine on us when we're around them. And this is what it all comes down to. You know, when you're there, you see the world differently. So you might be labeled as, oh, the crazy one, or you might be labeled as, oh, they're a bit nuts, or whatever. But it's, you see through the veil. You see through the veil. You see the beauty in the detail, right? And other people don't see like you. Other people don't think like you. And this is a blessing. And this is God's blessing and his calling. He's calling us, right, as chosen ones, to understand the tribe and the cloth that we are cut from, and how we are different from these regular Joes, right? We don't just follow the sheep, right? We don't just follow the sheep. You know, everyone's going one way. We think and say, hold on, what about the other way around? Nah, I'm going to go this way. And that's the way our life's been. That's the way our life works out. And you've got to, like, love these moments of solitude or being alone. And don't worry about friends that don't check for you. If God does knock them off your radar. The silence, I'll never stop saying this, but the silence you're getting from close ones, maybe family members or friends, the silence that you're getting from them is because God's knocked them off your radar. And they're not meant to be they're not part of your story anymore. They may have been part of your story for a brief time period, for a time period even, maybe even years. But no longer are they part of the story. And what I've noticed is, by me eliminating certain people out of my life, and certain people being taken out of my life, in both romantically and friendship-wise, it's actually enabled me to become a stronger, more resilient human being. And it's enabled me to develop. And I believe that's the same thing that's going to happen to you. You see, we got entangled with narcissists in relationships, or we've been brought up in dysfunctional family units. The moment that we cut away and we flee the nest, and we begin to go through a period of isolation, it's God hiding us. We're being hidden. And it's a blessing. You know, you can look at the bad side of things. And say, oh, this is a curse. Oh, I'm miserable. Oh, I'm not going to the parties, or I'm not doing this. But if you go to them parties or you go to them events, you know, you're surrounded by people that is not on your wavelength. They may be intoxicated. They're not thinking correctly. You might get drawn out by another narcissist. God's protecting us. And this is what this solitary moment is about. You know, the solitude is a blessing. Being alone is a blessing. It's nice to be alone. And I learned about enjoying my alone time through dealing with the narcissists. Basically, they never gave me enough time for myself when I used to be involved with these narcissists. I couldn't even have my own thoughts for a second, you know. When I used to wake up in the morning and just want to chill out in the morning, have some breakfast and chill out in the kitchen, it was trouble, war and drama straight away, all the time. I remember in the mornings when I used to wake up and the narcissist would be there, like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, oh God. You know what I mean? And he used to make me jump like they're weirdos, man. And having some time alone is just, it's a beautiful remedy. It's a beautiful, beautiful time of life to have time alone. Because this period of solitude isn't going to last forever. I promise you that. It's not going to last forever. And we're healing. That's the main thing you've got to understand that's happening through this, because we've been abused through various narcissists and stuff like that. And this time alone really does rejuvenate us and make us reach our full potential. And you have to understand that God is shaping us and molding us through the process of this. And just understand that this alone time is a blessing, right? It is a blessing. And there's a reason you've been hidden, because there's a mission that you're on. There's a calling, there's a destiny, there's a purpose. You have a purpose, and you might not have aligned with your purpose yet, but I promise you, you're going to align with your purpose, and you're going to figure out the reason why you're here. You know, I can't tell you exactly the reason why you're here. Oh, God knows best, or the universe knows best. But trust me, you've got a calling, and there's a reason for your purpose on earth. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you would like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I have the main channel, the Narcissism channel. If you want to check that out, the link for that channel is also in the description box. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.